Welcome to the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holly Daze Special. Starring Sprinkles and Tinsel, Santa's Craziest Elves. With their special guest stars, singer-songwriter Arsen Delay, musical theater star Maria Hefte, Michael Cerveris, Kimberly, Kaye, and Loose Cattle, the legendary Ricky Graham and Becky Allen, music by the house band Danny Rubio and the Shelf L5, plus international Holly Daze Reports from around the globe. And now, here they are, Sprinkles and Tinsel!
Welcome, everybody, to this year's Sprinkles and Tinsel's Very Merry Holly Daze Special. And tonight, for our pleasure and yours, we have singing and sensation Arsen Delay.
New Orleans stage star Maria Hefty will be joining us.
Yes. And we can't forget Michael Cerveris, Kimberly, Kaye, and Loose Cattle. Yes!
And we're rounding out the program tonight with two New Orleans legends, Ricky Graham and Becky Allen.
Yes! What a Christmas this is going to be.
It's an amazing show.
It truly is.
Well, how has your year been?
My year has been very, very, very busy. You know, I've got the bottom list of naughty and nice list, and it's just, it's a trudge to get through. Some of you out there,
You know who you are.
Yes,
and
we
if you
do.
don't, you soon will. Well, are there any interesting toys you've been working on?
I've only been working on one very, 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 very special toy.
Is it for anybody we know?
Well, in a way, but it's a secret operation. We're not supposed to talk about it.
Sorry, secret toys.
Honestly,
They
didn't you get the memo? It was on Goldenrod.
Oh, that's what that was. I didn't use it for that. And as well as tonight, we're also joined by our head apprentice, Blitzy the Elf, and she's running the international desk. Hi, Blitzy!
Hi, Blitzy!
Oh, hi, Sprinkles! Hi, Tinsel! Hi, everybody!
Tonight, via the Tinkle Coast Satellite Network, we'll receive reports from cities in Canada, Germany, Norway, and Spain. More as they come in. Until then, this is Blitzy saying, see you later.
So, I had to send Tinsel off to Reginald! Oh, hi! Hello, I'm back. It's my honor to introduce to you New Orleans songbird, original cast member of the musical 9 Lives, and star of hundreds of musical venues in town and around the country, Arsen Delay.
Hi! Well, we are here with a musical legacy and with one of the great stars currently working in New Orleans today. Please welcome the beautiful and talented Arsen Delay!
Hi!
We can't clap too loud because Sage will bark. Sage's a little dog.
Oh, yes. It's my manager.
So let me ask you this, Arsen. Now, you come from a large family, a musical family. You are a legacy. Would you mind telling all of our viewers about your family?
Sure, I come from a long line of musicians who have helped to cultivate the musical identity of New Orleans. So I have made the choice to carry on that tradition by becoming a musician and doing the same.
And she does it beautifully. I have to say, if you haven't seen her perform, you really do need to catch her act. Now, let me ask you this. During the holiday season, what do you most look forward to?
I really look forward to the slowdown,
Okay.
to hanging out with family, spending quality time with them, and lots of naps.
Lots of naps.
Lots
Make
of
a note.
naps.
Naps for Arsen.
Naps on the list.
Now, when you were a child, was it the same way? You really just enjoyed the slowness of it? Or were things different during the holidays when you were little?
I think I enjoyed, it was different. I mean, everything was bigger and brighter. I'm a huge fan of Christmas lights. Love the Christmas lights, love Christmas foliage, especially when we were in warmer in warmer areas and stuff like that. I liked foliage and Christmas lights.
Okay, that's good to know. I like Christmas lights and foliage too myself. No. But when you were little, there was one toy that you wanted more than anything else. You want to tell everybody what that toy was?
It was one that I actually did receive, and it was a microphone. It was a mic stand that came with an effects pedal also. That was probably the one that I remember the most. And I would practice all of my, watching MTV and practice all of my musician, whether it was Tina Turner or Twisted Sister moves with that. And,
with the hair, it was hard to tell, really.
Oh, absolutely.
So how long did it last before you decided you had to upgrade to the real thing?
Oh, it wasn't much longer. It wasn't much longer at all. I mean, I got pulled on stage.
It was your
very
gateway
early
life.
age. Yeah, it was like, oh, so she's gonna do this. Okay, all right. Well, just go ahead. Go hang out with the rest of the heathens.
Is there a message you have for everybody who's watching for the holidays? With Sage?
With Sage. May everyone, may you find what you want and find what you need. And may it not be ridiculously overpriced. And I just really hope that everybody is able to find or make a moment of joy and a moment of respite. Because we've been living in some pretty tumultuous times, and everybody deserves a little bit of peace. A peace of mind, a piece of pie.
A piece of mind and a piece of pie. I don't know whether to start Christmas or run for office with that slogan.
Oh boy.
I know
Christmas.
the answer. I know the
Stick with
answer.
Christmas.
Well, we're going to have you perform for us in just a moment, but before then, let's head back to the work.
Sprinkles, we're on. We're
What?
filming.
We're filming?
We're filming now.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. Next up, singing Hard Candy Christmas, the wonderful Arsen Delay.
Hey, maybe I'll dye my hair. Maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe I'll get a car. Maybe I'll drive so far that I lose track. Maybe I'll bounce right back. Maybe I'll sleep real late. Maybe I'll lose some weight. Maybe I'll clear my junk. Maybe I'll just get drunk on apple wine. Maybe I'll be just fine, dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine, dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through tomorrow, but still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. Hey, maybe I'll learn to sew. Maybe I'll just lie low. Maybe I'll hit the bars. Maybe I'll count the stars until the dawn. Maybe I will go on. Maybe I'll settle down. Maybe I'll just leave town. Maybe I'll have some fun. Maybe I'll reach someone and make them mine. Maybe I'll be just fine.
Daze Report.
Up north. Shreveport?
No, sillies. From Canada, we have animator and puppeteer Steve Schnier.
Hey, Sprinkles and Tinsel, and hello everyone in New Orleans. Greetings from Toronto, Canada. You might not know it, but Canada is home to over 35 million people. That means we have a lot of different holidays and traditions to celebrate. One of the many holidays celebrated in Canada is Hanukkah, the Jewish festival of lights. This is a menorah. Each night an additional candle is lit to celebrate the festival. On the first night there's one candle, on the second night 2 candles, and so on, until on the 8th night all the candles are lit. Here's another symbol of Hanukkah. This is a dreidel. It's a 4-sided top that you spin and you play a game with. I don't remember how the game goes. You spin it. Like Christmas, Hanukkah is a time for families to get together and exchange presents and food. One of the traditional foods of Hanukkah is called the latka. It's a potato pancake. Now, back in the old days, there'd be a grandmother or a booby in her kitchen, and she'd be grating potatoes, and frying them up, and they actually taste a lot better than they sound. Being lazy, I am going to make the simple version of latkes. So, heading up to the kitchen.
2 minutes and 43 seconds later.
I've been banished from the kitchen. We won't even discuss that. But we are going to be making our latkes right here and now. So what I've got is basically frozen hash browns that I thawed in the fridge overnight. And I'm going to crunch them up and put them in the bowl. I've got 5 hash browns here. I've got some green onions that I diced. Put those in because they're delicious. An egg, which is going to serve as a binder. Mix it all in really good. Traditionally, these would be fried in oil, but I'm going to cook them in the convection oven. So now we're going upstairs. So here it goes into the convection oven, 425 degrees for 30 minutes. Okay, full disclosure. Number 1, when I got upstairs to the kitchen, the mixture wasn't right. I put in an extra egg, so that's 2 eggs, not 1. More disclosure. My wife tells me I did everything wrong. This is supposed to be deep fried. I baked it in convection. I don't like fried food. So this is technically, she says the whole point of a latka is that it's fried. So this is not a latka. And I don't know what I'm doing, but it smells amazing. It's also supposed to be eaten with sour cream or applesauce. I'm out of applesauce. I'm also out of sour cream. So I'm going to eat it with tzatziki, which is like sour cream but with extra garlic. Can't go wrong there. So put the tzatziki on top. Give it a try. This is good. None for you. More for me.
If you're looking for Steve Schnier's recipe for not a latka, so are we.
The one thing I can tell you is that in all of recorded history, nobody ever said, "Wow, it's a dreidel, let's have fun tonight." Wine, women, dreidels, never happened. This is Steve Schnier in Toronto, Canada, wishing everyone in New Orleans a happy holidays. Have fun, guys.
Thanks, Glitzy. This season, the Very Merry Holiday Special is sponsored by Tinkle Co. Tinkle Co. is the North Pole's largest supplier of elf-based products, like this.
Hi, everybody. It's your old pal Sprinkles the Elf here. Friends, are your tissues tacky? Do they feel like sandpaper on a stucco wall? Have you ever given up and just gone back to using your sleeves? Then you need to try Tinkles tissues. Tinkles tissues are always soft, always strong, thanks to the new miracle ingredient, PU2. Huh? Oh, PU2 is a naturally occurring substance in nature that gives Tinkles tissues its softness. Oh, its strength. And that signature scent, Reindeer Wonderland.
Tell them you need a Tinkles tissue, available at the North Pole and Boca, Louisiana. Use mittens when handling. We now return to the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holly Daze Special.
I can't believe it. Where did they get him? Hey, Charles. Oh, hi! Well, welcome back to the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holiday Special. And our next guest is one I'm really excited about because she's becoming a major star in the New Orleans stage.
And not only does she have a lovely singing voice, she's also a lovely person.
She really is. So, we're going to pop over all the way across Lake Pontchartrain to Covington, Louisiana, and visit with the lovely Maria Hefty. Everybody ready?
Ready!
Here we go! Oh, hello!
Oh, hi!
Well, we've come all the way over to the North Shore in Covington, Louisiana to visit with a very special friend and a budding stage star in New Orleans. Please welcome the lovely and talented Maria Hefty!
Yay!
Welcome, Maria.
How do you do?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm so happy to be here.
Well, we've got a couple of questions for you if you'd like.
Just a couple.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, what do you plan on doing for Christmas?
What was your favorite toy when you were growing up?
What do you expect to get for Christmas?
What kind of food do you really like at the holidays?
What's the fastest animal on Earth? Oh, she got it.
Wow!
Well, bravo.
I'm going to brag on you just a little bit. This past summer, Maria got to play a role she's always wanted to play, that of Winifred Banks in Disney's Mary Poppins, the musical. What was that like?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, working with Rivertown Theaters on this production was an experience in and of itself. And certainly this role has been something that I personally connect with because this character in the musical version, she's a former actress. And she is taking this journey in the show on deciding and figuring out who she is on her own versus, you know, when you're in theater, a lot of times you're getting a lot of feedback from other people, and it can sometimes be confusing about what you want for yourself. So she deals with that in the musical, and I connect with that greatly.
And she's truly a loving, supportive mother
She
and
really
wife.
is, and yes, and just a woman.
She puts up a lot of
yes.
with that husband of hers.
Yes.
There was somebody that we know who directed that show, wasn't there?
Yes, indeed. I
Who
believe
was
we
that?
have him on at the end of the show.
Ooh.
Hint, hint.
Who was that, I wonder?
It's a Mr. Ricky Graham.
Oh, that's him! Foreshadowing. Another theater term.
Ooh.
Yes, and what a delight he was as well. I mean,
He's incredible.
and talk about New Orleans legend. I mean, that would be who he is.
He's been on the nice list for a while. He's been naughty list adjacent for a while, but he's been on the nice list. For
He can go either way.
That I believe.
No. So, We already know the answer because we've already got the list. But when you were younger, there was a particular toy that you wanted. Can you tell us about that toy?
Yes, when I was about 8 years old, I really wanted a Barbie mountain bike. It's not
I know, it's just so
popular
shocking.
option out there, so I knew Santa Claus was the only person who could possibly make it happen. Especially for a little southern girl who's never seen a hill in her life.
Well, and did Santa bring it to you?
He did, bright and early.
Santa's great. Santa's great.
Yes, he is.
He's great. Now, we do live here in the South. And of course, we now work in the New Orleans Annex of Santa's workshop.
Oh, wonderful.
So we're getting familiar with a lot of the foods down here, but I know that food's a very important part of the holidays in Louisiana. What foods do you remember growing up for the holidays?
Well, the very most important one for me and my family would be gumbo.
Gumbo.
Yes, my
As much fun to
grandma.
eat as it is to say gumbo.
That is true, and that's part of why it's so enjoyable. But you can't go to the South without trying a few other things as well.
Well, yeah, but it's so hot and humid down here. We stretch and we lose our pointy ears.
Pointy ears? Oh.
Yeah, it's something to give up in order to be down here with all of y'all.
Oh, I see.
It's very
Heat.
true.
Yes.
But it's worth it.
Because we're magical creatures, when we're up in the North Pole, I'm about this tall.
Oh.
But when we come down south where all the heat is, the ears go away, but then everything else gets taller, and none of my underwear fits anymore.
It's a sad state of affairs, and Santa's working on fixing that.
Okay.
Anyway, what are you looking forward to this year?
This year, I am looking forward to a few more shows on the horizon. Nothing I can talk about right now.
Oh, well, of course.
But-
NDAs. We know all about that and how to spell it.
You don't have to spell.
You're a big kid.
You were saying?
The New Year.
Now, I understand that you have a letter for someone that you'd like to share
I
today.
do have a letter.
Do ya?
To whom could it be?
Well, we don't know. Is it us?
Is it us, maybe?
Is it us?
Well, that's close guess. Very
Prancer?
close. That's not as close.
Oh,
Can't be Vixen.
well, no. Nobody likes
It's
Vixen.
certainly not Reginald.
Reginald. We have to have a word with that elf.
Enter.
Yes.
Why don't you go and get your letter, and then you can read it to everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, there she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome the lovely Maria Hefty.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Bidoo, Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Ba-doo-be-doo. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing. A ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry. Tonight.
Germany, and that can only mean one thing.
Schnitzelkugel?
No, sillies. It's West End musical star Lindsay Hamilton.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Hello, Sprinkles. Hello, Tinsel. Germany calling. I'd like to spend just a minute telling you how we celebrate Christmas in this beautiful area. I happen to live in Christmas County. It's a mountainous area called Erzgebirge. Try saying that after a few sherry Santa. It is a beautiful, beautiful area, and it's very famous for all the wooden decorations that are handmade within this county. One of the most beautiful things that is made is called a Schwittburger. It's a wooden ornament, wooden light fixture with just white lights in the shape of a rainbow. Bow. And every light is displayed in the windows of every house within this area. Even our mayor, where our mayor lives, the mayor resides in the Rathaus. It's very exciting, I can speak German. Lives in the Rathaus, and every window within the Rathaus has one of these Schwittbergens, and it is absolutely stunning to look at. Of course, we also have the very famous German Christmas markets. They open up at the end of November and continue till just before Christmas. And the added advantage of being British and living in Germany is I get 2 Christmases. I get the 24th of December, which is when the Germans celebrate, and of course the 25th of December is when the Brits celebrate. So I get double celebrations. I feel very lucky. If you ever get a chance to visit this area, you will not be disappointed. The Christmas shops stay open all year round for you to buy your Christmas ornaments and decorations, all handmade and hand-carved in this beautiful area. So I wish you very merry holidays, and I just hope you have a wonderful Christmas. This is Lindsay Hamilton. Merry Christmas, everyone.
We'll be back with the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holiday Special in just a moment. Support for Sprinkles and Tinsel's Very Merry Holiday Special provided by Zoni Mash Beer Project. Founders Mitch Gritman and Adam Ritter renovated the deteriorating Gem Theater, one of 2 African-American movie houses left standing in New Orleans, and opened their NOLA-based craft brewery. The original stage was restored, and Zoni Mash has become one of New Orleans' most popular music and performance venues. They also host the highly anticipated King Cake Hub every carnival season. On behalf of everyone at Zoni Mash, we wish you a very merry holidays. Zoni Mash Beer Project, a New Orleans original. We now return to the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holidays Special.
But somehow, a bunch of gingerbread men went out with human arms.
Human arms?
Don't know why.
Oh my goodness.
Hello! Hi, we're back. Well, it's time for us to move on to our next guests.
Yes, indeed.
That's you.
Who's our next guest?
Why, it's Michael Cerveris, Kimberly, Kaye, and Loose Cattle.
We love them! They're incredible people, and we hope you feel that way after you hear them sing this wonderful song for us all.
Well, we have to go and do the interview first. They haven't sung yet.
Oh, then why did I let you go deal with them, and I'll continue to deal with Reginald?
All right. Well, we're going to hop over to an undisclosed location in the Faubourg Marigny to go and visit with Loose Cattle.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, hi. Well, Sprinkles and Tinsel are back at the workshop. I got to come out and visit with some wonderful people, namely Loose Cattle. Please welcome Mr. Michael Cerveris, Miss Kimberly Kaye, and Mr. Rurik Noonan. Well, thank you for being with us today. We certainly appreciate it as part of the Very Merry Holiday Special. So excited. Oh, we're very happy to have you, and I'm loving this.
Well, thank you.
I really am.
This whole thing.
This whole thing, I just threw it on. So, I'd like to ask you, what is your favorite memory of Christmas? Because I knew that you grew up in West Virginia, and I'll bet the Christmases there were beautiful.
They were lovely and very family focused. A lot of the time we actually went to Pittsburgh because my dad's family was all from Pittsburgh, so the Italian side of the family was all up there. So spent a lot of time eating in Pittsburgh at Christmas a lot. And then we've got like great old Super 8 home movies of our Christmases. I've always loved Christmas and Christmas music and all things Christmas.
Wonderful.
Kimberly, a little less so.
Well, now, Kimberly, you grew up in New England, right?
New Jersey.
In New Jersey. What's part of New England, isn't it?
It's the very, very lowest point.
It is on our map. You're right. It's down at the bottom, but it's there.
Humanity.
So I know the holidays have a special meaning for you. My question to you is, what do you enjoy doing during the holidays? How do you celebrate?
My new favorite way to celebrate is through my nephew. I became an aunt during the pandemic, so now Christmas is super duper fun in ways it never has been
congratulations.
before.
That's lovely.
So being an auntie with a bag of presents is the best way.
It's always important when you're able to see the holidays through the eyes of a child. It completely changes your perspective.
Totally.
Now, Rurik,
Yes.
talented man you, tell me, what did you most want when you were little? I already know the answer because I have the list, but what toy did you really want when you were young?
Boy, depending on the year, it might have been some sort of a Ghostbusters accessory.
Okay.
And then eventually a puppy. which
Everyone asks for a puppy
I did
eventually.
receive a puppy.
Michael just got his.
Yeah, I got a Dalmatian when I was 8 years old.
Did you? I didn't know.
Well
Yeah.
done.
What was his name?
Buzz.
Buzz!
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, what are you planning on doing this year for the holidays?
I'm gonna hang out with my family. I have little boys who I can see the wonder of Christmas through their eyes.
Wonderful.
And it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
I am going to fly up to the lowest point in New England, which is New Jersey, and bring a bag of presents for little Nicholas Rose, the nephew, and spend some time sleeping heavily on the couch while everybody else does stuff.
Are you coming for my job? Is that what's happening?
1,000%.
What about you, besides giving us a pint of cream?
On my off days from that, I'm going to play Scrooge for the first time in my life at the Pittsburgh Civic Light Opera.
Oh, wonderful. When is that?
It's in December from the 9th or 10th till the 23rd.
Till the 23rd. So our special is airing now on the 22nd. All of you that are up there in the Pittsburgh, you got one more day to see Michael Cerveris as Scrooge.
Nigel, hold my fan. Now give it back. Only special people are allowed to use the magic fan, and your behavior tonight seems to keep
Sprinkles! Sprinkles!
What?
It's
What?
on. You're on.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Michael Cerveris, Kimberly, Kaye, and Loose Cattle. Moo!
Tell you that it's Christmas, it's your favorite time of year. Tell you count your blessings and remember why we're here. But you counted all you could, couldn't fill one hand. Your bonus was just bogus, 'cause your boss is still a prick. That doctor gave you pills, so now you're numb but you're still sick. Work the night till morning for enough to still not pay the rent. There's no wise man on the TV, no light in the east, no shepherds in this parking lot. Only fallen angels try to live in peace sometimes. Hard to sing a Christmas song. Are your family seeking shelter? 'Cause there's no room in the inn. Judging how they voted, you're not sure how they're your kin. Grab a bottle, Ebenezer. Pour yourself a silent noisy from the pulpit, it's louder from the news. These banks and politicians sure ain't filling Santa's shoes. And the ghost of Christmas present, well, he's living in the past tonight. There's no wise man in the White House, no light in the east, no shepherds in this parking lot, only fallen angels trying to be released. Sometimes it's hard to sing the Christmas song. They tell you that it's Christmas, you put away the year. The ones you miss feel distant, and the ones you lost feel near. There's broken choirs singing, but their harmony is hard to hear. Maybe you can be the wise one, bringing love where there's a need. For shepherds in this parking lot, maybe fallen angels don't have to quite believe. Sometimes we can sing this Christmas song.
It's your humble professor, Carl Nivol,
And Grand Marshal Mardi Gras.
and we hope that you're enjoying the very merry Holly Daze Specials
Yes,
this
indeed.
year. And we're also here to tell you about a fantastic event coming up in just a few days.
Yes, indeed. On January 5th, Thursday night, join us for the very first King Cake Countdown! Sponsored by King Cake Hub.
Featuring the band The Soul Project, musical and dance groups from around the city. You've seen them in parades.
Yes.
And we will also be hosting and judging the very first King Cake pageant to determine who will have the honor of cutting the very first piece of king cake at the stroke of midnight on 12th night.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Well, to find out, join us Thursday, January 5th for the very first King Cake Countdown, and only at the Zoni Mash Beer Project.
You can find out more by going online to kingcakehub.com or by going to their Facebook page right here. Now, ordinarily, we'd be done about now, but we were
Yes.
informed by one of the elves, what's her name? The one with the pink hair.
Blitzen?
Yes, let's call it.
Glitzy, glitzy, glitzy.
That's her. Oh, yes.
Yes.
We like her.
Yes.
Well, she informs us that we need to introduce one of the segments
Yes.
for her due to something called an Act of Reginald.
Captain Reginald.
I'm not sure.
Is that a new crew?
I don't want to know.
I hope not.
Anyway, we've been asked to introduce the next international Holly Daze Reports segment, and it just happens to be a dear old friend of ours.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to us all the way from Norway, it's the original Sister Teeny, Tricia Boutte!
Hi, Tinsel. Hi, Sprinkles. Hey, New Orleans. Tricia Boutte here. I am celebrating Christmas in Norway. Here in Norway, like most of Europe, the big day is the 24th of December, but here in Norway, they get the party started a little bit early, on the 23rd, and they call that Lille Julaften, or Little Christmas Eve. There's TV shows, and food, and drinking, and evening hanging out and cuddling with the family. There's a television show that they've been watching for decades called Dinner for One.
Good evening, Mrs. Sophie. Good evening.
Good
evening, James.
You're looking very well this evening, Miss Sophie.
I'm feeling very much better, thank you, James.
Good.
Well, I must say that everything looks very nice.
Thank you very much, Miss Sophie. Thank you.
Is everybody here?
They're all here waiting for you, Miss Sophie, yes.
Sir Toby?
Sir Toby is sitting here, Miss Sophie, yes.
Admiral von Schneider?
Admiral von Schneider is sitting here, yes.
Mr. Pomeroy?
Mr. Pomeroy, I've put round here for you.
And my very dear friend, Mr. Winterbottom.
On your right, as requested, Miss Sophie.
Thank you, James.
By the way, the same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie?
Same procedure as every year, James.
Same procedure as every year, James. And the chef.
Sir Toby?
Cheerio, Miss Sophie.
Admiral von Schneider?
Skull.
Mr. Pomeroy.
Up here, Miss Sophie.
And dear Mr. Winterbottom.
Well, here we are again, the old lovely afternoon. And it's one of the nicest little women. One of the nicest little women that ever breathed. Ever breathed.
It's a British sketch comedy from 1962. Not sure why they love it so much, but it's a big part of their holiday. One time the national television station played it at a different time and a bunch of people missed it. There was so much protest they had to air it again at the correct time. The dinner with family and friends and everyone happens on the 24th. The 25th, not too much of anything happens. You kind of relax and recuperate from the day of presents and frivolity. Then, from the 27th of December till the 31st of December is that cozy concerts, evening dinners, socializing. It's called Romjul. That's a cozy, cozy, cozy end of winter, start of a New Year's celebration that they have here. Why don't you come on over here and celebrate Christmas with me, baby? Once again, Tricia Boutte. Come and celebrate Christmas in Norway with me, baby. Will you?
We'll be back with the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holly Daze Special in just a moment.
Oh, hi! I'm Sprinkles the Elf. I was just making some cookies before the big day, and I wouldn't dream of making cookies without Tinkle Sprinkles. Tinkle Sprinkles add that special touch of magic that every cookie craves. But don't take my word for it. Just look at this chart, designed by scientists in labs. Ooh. On the left, you can see that this cookie only has a happiness quotient of about 25%. Oh. Whereas the cookies on the right, with Tinkle Sprinkles, have a happiness quotient of 258%. So, the next time you're baking, make sure that you have plenty of Tinkle Sprinkles on hand. Tinkle Sprinkles. The sprinkles so good, they defy math.
Tinkle Sprinkles not responsible for injuries caused by multiplication or trigonometry allergies. Void in ancient Greece. We now return to the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holly Daze Special.
The shade of it all.
It was hard to... Hi! What keeps happening?
It sure do.
Well, we're down to our last part of the show, and we're really excited about this. Although, we do have a small confession to make.
It's very small. We hope you'll forgive us.
See, we originally filmed a lot of this special back in August, you know, when people had time.
Yes.
And unfortunately, because of a staffing snafu,
Reginald.
Well, I guess so much for remaining nameless. Anyway, the majority of that special, unfortunately, was ruined.
But, and it's a big but.
I beg your pardon?
I just caught it. Anyway,
You have to.
this great thing happened, Reginald. Missed the last tape that we did in front of a live audience. So, tonight we are very pleased to present to you the original interview and songs by Ricky Graham, Becky Allen, and Jim Walpole.
So, with a little elfin magic, we're going to travel all the way back to August of this year and go live at the Zoni Mash Beer Project for this last sequence. Are you ready?
I'm
It's
ready.
a lot of elf magic
Yes,
to make
indeed.
this happen.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. So we decided to join our audience for our final guests of the evening. They need no introduction here in New Orleans. But you're getting one anyway. They're NOLA stage superstars, internationally known entertainers, and the greatest exporters of yacht culture in the world.
She's known as Miss Marty Grind. He's known as Mr. Entertainment. Please welcome the legendary Ricky Graham and Becky Allen.
Here we are.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. And Jim Walpole is with us tonight.
Yes,
He's
indeed.
the-
Hey, Jim.
Jim.
Thank you all for coming tonight.
We only asked him for the jacket, really.
We love the jacket. It matches our boots.
That's actually one of Becky's old thong underwear, and she had,
I thought it looked familiar.
Ricky said you were going to want this tonight. I
That's
saw
very
that.
true. We did. Well, we've got some questions for you. You ready?
Questions.
not math, no math.
No math.
No
No math,
Okay.
no math.
No math.
Unless if you're keeping track. How long have you been performing?
What were your favorite roles in shows?
Have you ever played Santa and Mrs.
What
Claus?
do you remember about your
How long
childhood
have
What do you
holidays?
discuss about your childhood holiday?
Wait.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
150 years? No.
Wow,
I haven't been 150 in ages.
that was not a swing and a miss. She batted it out of the ballpark.
As Becky never said, one at a time, okay?
That's very true.
It's true. It's very true.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Question number
Right?
How long have you been performing?
I think it's about, I took all those lessons when I was little, so that
Yes.
counts too, right?
Yes, it does.
So let's say 65.
Fantastic. How about you, Ricky?
Oh, about 60, yeah. About 60 years, yeah.
Yeah, he's younger than me.
A little bit, yeah. Not much. Not much.
By hair.
My hair, right.
Well, you've both been performing for so long and you're established stars in New Orleans. What were your favorite roles?
Ooh. Good question.
Well, you know, we did that show, which one you wrote?
Which one, baby?
You know,
Ball and All?
Ball and All,
Oh,
yeah.
Ball and All's
I played
great.
Francis.
Right.
The Ball and All has been running for 148 years.
It opened before Salt Water.
That's right, that's right.
Twice in leap years.
I liked another show we did together was called When You're Smiling, which was all about
Oh, that was
growing up in New
John.
Orleans, and I think that was my favorite because I got to write it and to direct it, but actually to be in it. So that was
Yeah,
fun.
that was really good.
That was good.
That was really good. I mean, we've been in some fabulous shows.
So many shows.
Yeah.
But what really liked was the shows that we got to do together.
Oh, yes.
The like the stage shows, and I mean the cabaret shows like with Freddie
Nightclub
Parmigiano.
acts, yeah,
and
every
then with-
night for years. I mean, every weekend
Yeah.
we were there, and it was great. I mean, we had such a good time.
I'm gonna tell a story. So when we first started out, well, actually this is when Becky first started out. They had asked we were performing Becky
Menifees,
that was it. Thank you.
Menifees.
There was this bar called Menifees on Rampart Street. It was elegant. It was sort of like Jonathan.
yeah.
And they asked Becky to perform with Fred Parmigiano.
Yeah.
And so I said, that's great. So every night I would be on the stairs. This is what Becky told me. I'd be on the stairs. I'm going, no, like this. And Becky said, why don't you just come on stage with me?
Right. Well, he was doing the spotlight on the stairs. It was like, and so he came up and he never left.
That's right.
We used to do sometimes 3 shows a night. It was just amazing how much we could do. And we rehearsed every day with Freddie Parmigiano.
Every day.
It was great. I even drank coffee, you know, that you make with the little sparkly things.
Oh,
you know?
yes.
Yes. Not real coffee.
Not real coffee. Oh, you mean instant
We don't
coffee?
need to talk about
Instant coffee.
Freeze-dried coffee.
Well, the all of you performed, have either one of y'all either done Mr. or Mrs. Claus, and it doesn't matter which pronoun?
Not me.
You can
But you have.
I have done Mrs. Claus a couple of times. People invite me to their parties to entertain, you know, and I give out the presents, and, you know, it's been fun. I love to work with the regular people. You know what I mean? Like at parties and things like that. Because they don't know, you know, that you're going to perform, that because they think you just got invited.
No, seeing you enter like that, they would have no idea.
So subtle.
No, she's out.
Say,
Oh,
hey,
she must.
I'm Becky Allen.
Ding, ding. Merry Christmas!
Now, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
What do you remember most about your childhood holidays?
I can tell you what I remember. My most vivid Christmas memory was we always opened presents on Christmas Eve, then Christmas Day. And Christmas Eve, we came home from church, and I ripped open my original cast recording of Maine.
I remember.
And they let me play the overture, and then I had to go to bed. That was great. That was my favorite.
That's great. And your daddy made him a fabulous thing that you play with cars.
Oh, yeah.
And they had little lights in it and everything.
It was like a little puppet theater.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
And because you all are Disney people, they had something that was called Disney Kinks. Do you remember that? They were called Disneykins, right? They were little people. And then my mother hot glued, or it wasn't hot glue back then, she Elma glued a piece of thread to each one. So like little puppets. And my father made a puppet theater, and he was an electrician, so it had 3 sets of lights and.
That is precious.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And they wondered why.
Hello!
I take that. They never wondered. They never wondered.
Well, what do you miss most from your holidays from being a child?
Oh, I had a fabulous childhood.
We are not surprised.
No, I did because, you know, I was born late. And I had 2 brothers, but they were 10 years old and 13 when I was born. So by the time I got to be where I could know what was going on, they were gone. You know, they were married, but they had babies early, so I got to play with children. And since I never had children, oops, I forgot to have children.
Oh no!
And, you know, so it was great that I did it then. But I had a great time, and my mother was fabulous. She always got me lots to wear because that's what I liked. You know, I wanted silk blouses and big puffy slips that kept on. You know, you'd put on a skirt and it would go straight out. You know, I loved that.
So like a ballet too.
When Becky put on her outfit, she went straight out too.
Oh yeah. In those days, you could go to Canal Street and go to the movies. You know, with your girlfriends. Even when you were like, you know, in the 7th grade, you know.
And you needed a visa to cross Canal Street.
No. No. And you know, it was a lovely, lovely experience. And I went to Catholic school, of course, and I was always the Angel Gabriel. And then when I went to Dominican, I got to be the Angel Gabriel again.
Yep.
And guess why? Because I could stay still throughout 3 songs.
If you need a showgirl for your Christmas pageant, I can hook you up.
Call Becky. Well, Ricky, how about you? What's your favorite memory of any past Christmases, aside from the Disneykins?
Oh, it was getting the Mame album. Getting that Mame album.
The Mame album, of course.
Yeah.
Jerry Herman, you gotta have him.
Yeah, I loved it.
Absolutely.
So I have one more question, and then we have a surprise for everybody here.
Uh-oh.
But if you could ask Santa for anything in the world, what would it be?
That New Orleans would have 2 Mardi Gras a year.
Yeah!
Because, you know, when we had Mardi Gras, we had no trouble. You know, then practically even the people who were the worst, you know, that jump on you, try to take your car and all that stuff, they didn't even do it. Oh, it was great. I mean, but what are we going to have to do? Have Mardi Gras every day?
No, we do one Mardi Gras for the tourists, and then the following week we do it for us when we got all the money.
Oh, and we could wear the same costume, I don't think.
Oh, no. But for those of you out there watching it, Mardi Gras is the day and Carnival's the season, and Carnival always begins on January 6th. So depending upon, we have a long Carnival time or a short Carnival time. But it always ends on Mardi Gras, which is the biggest blowout.
The more you know.
That's it. And everything else is Lent, but we're going to borrow it back.
I can't top that. I can't.
Fair enough. Well, we've had a wonderful time with you, and we could talk all night long.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a surprise for everybody. Because Ricky and Becky are so well known for their cabaret shows here in town. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, reviving an old New Orleans tradition, we're going to revive the Cabaret Act, accompanied by Mr. Jim Walpole. Please welcome Mr. Ricky Graham and Miss Becky Allen!
Hey!
Jingle bell, yes. Drinking in Dixies and wearing Saints hats. Ursula's on poor boys with hot sauce to douse. By your mama's house. Make your groceries, get your cream cheese.
And a promo near to us, okay?
That's true.
Christmas card time is night war time to go riding on the St. Claude bus.
Jingle bell, yes. Keep the Christmas lights up all year. When the high burn your bank turns red and green, then it's Christmas time. Then it's Christmas time. Then it's Christmas time here.
Yay! We love you!
Well, I don't suppose we could coax another one out of you, maybe, kind of, sort of, hopefully?
Nope.
That's fine. You're already on the nice list anyway.
Yeah!
We'll be back in just a few moments. You're watching the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holiday Special with Ricky and Becky and Jim!
Yay! Let me take that hand. Yeah!
Coming in now from Spain. And you know what that means.
Flamenco carols?
No, you sillies. It's New Orleans actor and educator Khephra Alejandro-White.
Why, New Orleans, you saucy minx. Are you following me? You should be. I would. Are we well? Are we thriving? Are we prospering? Are we hydrated, moisturized, and melanated? Don't worry if your answer to that last one is no. Nobody's perfect. It's the day before. Also known, we call it Noche Buena. It's Christmas Eve for you United Statesians watching this. And so Noche Buena is Christmas Eve. It's the day before. That is the big day. That's the day we have dinner with our family, loved ones. A lot of immigrants, we don't really have family here, so we get together for our own big dinners and parties, or, maybe, someone signs up with, I don't know, like Adopt a Spaniard or something. If you're from New Orleans, if you're in New Orleans, or have spent any time in New Orleans, you know we have something affectionately known as king cake. Well, in Spain, we have roscón de reyes. It means king cake. There's not really. Anyway, so they eat roscón de reyes here. And, it's all right. Y'all, I guess, they tried. It's a choice. It's a choice. I wanted to introduce you to something else we have here, the lottery. During Christmas, Navidad, we have the Loteria de Navidad. Folks here take their lottery real serious, like muy serioso, y'all. A lot of people you'll see lined up outside the lottery office because they can only go to their lottery office. They believe there's just one, only one. There can only be one. That brings them luck. The Loteria de Navidad is a huge thing. Think of it like the Powerball, but like for giftmas. So they got like singing orphans, Santa hats, everything, and it's the biggest lottery of the year, and it's every Christmas. So that's Loteria de Navidad. So I am in a part of Segovia where I actually spend a lot of time. It's called La Juderia, You can see the sign, La Puraria, also known as Barrio Judío, the Jewish quarter. You know, we got the French quarter. Here, this is the Jewish quarter. And, well, we're gonna take a look at the Jewish quarter. We also celebrate Hanukkah in Spain. In Madrid, we have Hanukkah in La Calle, and that's the Madrid celebration. So the Sephardic community, the Comunidad de Madrid, and the Jewish community do a celebration in Plaza de la Villa. It's right next to Plaza Mayor in Madrid, and that is, depending on which night of Hanukkah, they have a celebration where they light the menorah. They light a different candle, they light the candle, depending on which part of Hanukkah, which night of Hanukkah it is. There's food. Y'all, you know there's food. Hola de nuevo. Okay, so I did it. I made the walk because, mira, this is the castle. It's known as Sleeping Beauty Castle. It's believed to be one of the inspirations for Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle. So my last tidbit about Navidad in Spain is something called Dia de los Santos Inocentes, the Day of Saint Innocents. Do I have to translate it all? So it's basically April Fool's Day, pero en español. Yeah. So it's exactly what you think of. People wear wigs and funny costumes, and they prank you. And then when you get got, everyone screams, Inocente! And you got got. The reason this day especially is so precious to me is completely unaware, unknowingly, Dia de los Santos Inocentes is the day I actually moved to Spain. So I got here on Spanish April Fool's Day. Which, if you know me, accurate. There's a pretty park behind me, full of flowers and stuff. I'm not good with plants, I kill them, but here they are. They're gorgeous. They're flowers, really. Hasta luego desde España, desde La Castilla, Sleeping Beauty Castle, and maybe I'll see you again soon. Maybe.
We'll be back with the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holly Daze Special in just a moment.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm Glitzy the Elf. And with my hectic filming schedule and cookies to make and toys to bake, it leaves very little time for personal interests. So I've turned to Tinkles Mingles. Tinkles Mingles is a dating app for busy elves like me. You just answer 3 simple questions like lunch or eggnog. What's your favorite toy? Store-bought? Oh no. And then you connect you with like-minded elves. Here's one. No, there's not one. Oh. I found one. His name is Snuggles, and he likes eggnog. He likes every kind of toy. And he's homemade. Oh. And he's available tonight. Thanks, Tinkles Mingles. I've got it from here.
Tinkles Mingles is available exclusively on Kringle OS and iSnow. We now return to the Sprinkles and Tinsel Very Merry Holly Daze Special.
Fun. I have never had so much in my entire life.
I'm full.
Hi, it's them again. Hi. Well, we're a little worn out, as you can tell, but what a fantastic show this season.
It truly was a great show, and we'd like to thank our guests tonight. Arsen Delay,
Maria Hefty,
and of course, Michael Cerveris, Kimberly, Kaye, and Loose Cattle Moo.
And the legendary Ricky Graham and Becky Allen.
Yay!
We'd like to also thank our international guests, Steve Schnier up in Canada, Lindsay Hamilton in Germany, Tricia Boutte over in Norway, and Khephra Alejandro-White coming to us from Madrid. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all so very much.
Well, we've had a wonderful time, and before we go, Sprinkles and I would just like to say...
What would we like to say?
Well, we're leaving, so we should probably say something inspirational.
We can't miss you if you don't leave.
That works.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for being with us this year.
And have a very merry holidays. Yay! Bye. See ya.
Reginald, we've been talking, the two of us, about how things went tonight.
Yeah, we know you've been working really hard, so we decided to get you something special. Happy holidays, everyone. Hi. Oh, he's
Well done, well done.
That is a strong elf voice.
Yeah, it's a very strong elf.